Welcome back. I think we may have made a midweek video. Yeah, we're down here on a Sunday, so hopefully I can get this uploaded by Wednesday. And yeah, we're supposed to crack on with the turrets. Before we do that, we've got to get the boot open, haven't we? But before we do the boot, I just wanted to say two things. One, London to Brighton, yes, I've got the wrong day. It's actually next Sunday. The date's from Saturday to Sunday, 21st. People go from Crystal Palace or wherever it was, and then you camp over, and then you go down on the Sunday morning. I'm not doing the run. I haven't done the run for years because I've had a club stand, a 16 valve mini club stand down there, and we've had a few cars down there. So if you're on a club stand, you've got to get down there early on a Sunday morning. You can't do the run really. You've got to get straight to Brighton, get set up, be ready so they can close everything off, and then you're ready for the visitors and people to come see. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, we're not taking this to London and doing anything silly like that. We're just getting straight down there, getting it towed, trailered down, Sunday morning, unload it, park it up, see if anyone wants to look at it, and if anybody does, they can. If they don't, we don't. And at the end of the day, we'll trail it back home again and set fire to it. Second thing is, thanks for all the support. I keep forgetting that I am just one man in a shack building this. The only real help I had was the farmer using his telehandler to bring the V6 engine and gearbox from the gate of the farm to the shack. Everything else we've moved ourselves. We used the engine hoist, dragging stuff. We've dragged things around the hill. We've pole vaulted things. We've done everything. We've managed to make this weird contraption in a shack with a mud floor, not level, whack some 8x4s down, and just with the support of you guys as well, just cheering me on all the time. So yeah, I've got to keep looking at it and going, yeah, it might not be a polished turd, but it's my turd. All right, let's crack on with some turrets. Okay, there you go. We've got two, well, one hole that side, one hole that side. Don't worry about the double springs, they're all fine in there. We need to cover them up so people don't see them. So yeah, and then we just finish off the backs as well. I made these things in 3mm steel, which is way overkill. Could have been easily 2mm. I expect you could even get away with 1mm really, because that's what solid car, normal cars are. Okay, a bit of a Stella aided design. Obviously I know a lot of people use CAD, but I use SAD. Get that on there, mark it out, tape it out, screw it out, cut it out. Let's get it welded in. Fill a hole, see a hole, fill a hole. Okie dokie, I filled one hole in. You're not going to see it. I should show you really. Just having a little mid-morning snack. Burgers and crusty rolls aren't the same, are they? They're not the same. Okay, I just got a bit of welded in the front of that turret as well. I think I'm just going to leave the backs for now and maybe just duct tape them up and put things in the way. It'll do for now. Everyone knows when they see this is a scrappy challenge car, so hey, if you think I haven't finished it, bugger off, because I haven't, and I never will, I don't expect. Oh, we all do love it. Satin black hammer. This turns it from a bodge car to a professional car. Oh, look at that. People are going to be down by and go, did a professional do that? Of course they did. We might even do 2 coats on it to make it look really professional. Careful not to spray the wiring loom while you're doing that. Let's get the other side down and look at that. It's all black, it's disappeared already. Look at them. You can't even see them, look at that. The welds look amazing in satin black. Although it's a bit gloss at the moment. When it dries it'll be satin, but then maybe not look so good. Anyway, Whoop, 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 whoop. I have ordered something jokingly off eBay that will maybe mount in the back here, ready for London to Brighton. Bit of a jokey thing. Whether it'll work or not, or be funny or not, I don't know. But we'll just have to find out, won't we? All right, let's have a look at another thing to do on the list. Those tarts are nearly done. Bit of black tape and sealant. It'll do for now for the show. Wow, the weather down it, look at that. Woo, nice day down the farm with the sun out. Lovely, peace and quiet. Went under the car and tied up some of the fuel pipes and battery cables and stuff which were hanging a little bit. Removed some of the old pipes, fuel pipes while I was under there as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to just lower it down now, forget all the other side. We're not going to get time to do all the charge caller pipes, sadly. But it is what it is. Its main aim is to actually just take it there and actually show people what the crap I've been building. Jack it down, let's get it down and see what the next jobs are. Maybe just smack the front bump on because that should be an easy job. Down the ground, I think we've got we definitely have got a flat tire on the front, so I don't know if I can get it repaired or just pump it up for the day. I think I'll pump it up for the day for the moment. But anyway, let's get the driver's seat back in. May even hoover the floor at some point when we get it back. I'm going to do all the cleaning the night before London to Brighton, so I don't know when you see the video of that, but it'll be pretty much just as the day before we're about to go. And I've done everything, so I'll just wash it at the last minute. Oh, one seat in. Oh, a little bit of mould on it. Sure, it'll wipe off. I think I might enter it into the concourse event. What do you think? Be quite a laugh, wouldn't it? Got a story about that once, but I'll tell you another day. Whew, it's getting warm down here. Okie dokie. Get that door out of the way. Oh. Get that there. Throw that over there. So yeah, let's get this bumper on. Get a couple of bolts on it just to stop it falling off and make it look like a minion, so they at least let us in the show. Hello, Lemmy. So, turret. Yeah, let's call that done, give or take. It'll do for the thing. Battery clamp, still haven't done. Cable tied under the car. Done that. Wheel nuts, haven't done that. Wash car tyres. Boot catch, yeah. Bumpers, done that. There's a few more things I need to add to the list, which I've now forgotten about. Seats, we've nearly done that. But we can't do that until we do the wiring on the ECU side and a few other bits. I sillily had a Stella with my burger for lunch, and now I'm going slow and the sun's out. And I just want to go sit in the garden and get drunk. But we're here, so I'm thinking let's work on the wire on the other side and try and get the passenger seat in, and try and get some of the cables that are running around the outside of the car through the dashboard and stuff like the ignition light and stuff like that. And to do that, we'll turn it around and get a bit more space this side to work on. And it also gives me a chance to reverse the car out and get it outside, and we can just hear it start. have a bit of a sweep up, I think. Definitely leaking water over that side. Bit of a patch down here, but I think that was from the charge cooler. I said I wasn't going to wash it, but I got a broom. Let's just give it a quick knock off. As you can see, the front flat tyre, front tyre. Need to do something about that. Too hot for me and the camera for washing cars, so nah, we're not going to do that. I felt all queasy trying to clean cars. Not right for me. Let's get it back inside, in the shade. Okay, oh, just lost an hour by just talking to the daughter and just in the heat. So gonna just run a pair of wires. Don't know what I'm using them all for yet, but through the grommet in the dashboard, back into the side. They're going to connect up to the old mini plug, which would have gone to the engine. That's where the ignition, feeding the ignition line. A bit of a long convoluted way of doing it, but it'll do. Just using some of these little solder connector things, heat things. Anyway, whew. Okay, rerouted that wires through there, a little bit more tightened up, but at least it's not going over the thing. I've wired it down to a plug. I've got a plug down there which I've used for the ignition feeds to the ECU and everything. And I've got like 3 or 4 spare wires, and I've made a long loom a while ago to wrap underneath the dashboard. So we fed it into that, bang into the blue and wire, and now we've got ignition light on the dash with no wires going outside the car. So I've got about half an hour left, I think, if not less. And what I need to do is try and get the fuse box and the wiring loom sort of up here somewhere, just so I've got able to put the seat down. So we may have a look at that. I'm not too sure what happened, whether I did even have the ECU mount or not. I'll have a quick look for it, but maybe I binned it and maybe I never had it anyway. Okay, I found a little ECU holder that was for one of the other mini ECUs. It's not quite the right size, but it will fit. So what I'm going to do is trim it down, lob off some of these brackets, and I think we can just PK it to the bulkhead for the moment, maybe with a little bit of sponge behind it, but yeah. Okay, there we go. That's sort of mounted on there. Now we need to try and get the fuses and things a bit tucked up, because look, we've got a bit of a gap behind the seat there. We're not going to get time for a firewall. Maybe I can make one out of cardboard just to keep people happy. Or gives us some ideas anyway. And yeah, what I'm just trying to do now is when I cut and trim back all these wires, the K-line, I think it was, signal to the digital dash stopped working. So yeah, got 10 minutes now. Let's see if we can get that working by randomly shoving the wire into wires in the ECU to see if any of them produce the right signal. All right, I couldn't find the wire. I'm wrapping it up. I'm going to go home. I've got a pin out somewhere. So let's do that, because I think I found that originally and that's what got me to get work. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out the power steering. It'd be nice to get the power steering just working again. Well, I say that because I think it relies on speed and all this sort of stuff, which obviously I might not have any more speed sensors. But I remember when I first got this car, it didn't have an engine in it. I turned the ignition on, the power steering came on. But but it's not the end of the world. It'd be nice to, but okay, we made some progress. We found a few more issues. We've got 2.5 days now still, I think, in my life, in my time zone, in the Hollywood world, before London to Brighton. Still a lot of problems to overcome before we actually get it down there. We're going to do our best, utmost best, to get there. And yeah, thank you for all the support. So hopefully you come down and see me. Worst case, I might just come down there and just sit on a plastic chair. Go home, chicken and chips for dinner. And yeah. Woo! Get in there slowly and somewhere. Thanks for all the support. Hit the like button. If you want to help me in any way, please check out the description. And just leave a comment. Give us some ideas. Let us know what you're having for dinner and all the usual garb.